Let's get more now on Hillary Clinton's confirmation that she's running for the US presidency. Political commentator Arash Amaresh joins me now from Los Angeles. Welcome to Sky News. First of all, what do you make of the way that she announced her candidacy with this video and the tweet?
Well, her candidacy was inevitable, but I think they tried to be much smoother this time than they were in 2007 in the upcoming 2008 election. If you remember back then, everybody thought that Hillary was going to be the inevitable Democratic candidate, and given how unpopular President Bush was, everybody was assuming that a Democratic candidate would become president. But she faced an insurgency. What a sight to see. Barack Obama, a somewhat unknown senator from Illinois, ran a great campaign, ran great guns, and the Hillary machine, the Clinton machine, was eventually defeated. So I think this time they're trying to make sure not to make the same mistakes, or being very careful not to make Hillary sound like the heir apparent to the Democratic throne, and make sure that she is likable, she sympathizes and connects with the average Democratic voter, and especially in the base, the left-wing Democratic progressive base in key states, Iowa, New Hampshire, and Nevada.
Because that is very important, because to many people she's seen as the ultimate Washington insider, and this time she seems to be selling herself as grandmother in chief. She seems to be using her gender, something she was reluctant to do last time round.
Absolutely. If you remember, even last time when she lost Iowa, where she came in third after Obama, John Edwards, and she came third in the first round in the Iowa caucuses. When they went to New Hampshire, it was the first time anyone saw Hillary Clinton get emotional. She actually cried. She shed a few tears. And that was the first time people saw a much more emotional, much more personable side of Hillary Clinton. So this time, she is trying again to position herself as this person who's connectable, who is likable, who sympathizes with the average Joe. She doesn't just come from the Beltway, and by that I mean the Washington, D.C. Beltway. And she is someone who wants to, as she said in her own tweet, be a champion for these causes, for women's causes, for the middle class, for the average Joe.
But nevertheless, what we are facing is a possible rerun of a Clinton-Bush contest for the presidency. Does that make Americans uncomfortable?
First of all, we're a long way from determining who is going to be the eventual Republican or Democratic nominee, especially in the Republican race, where up to 22 people are potential candidates. 3 or 4 have officially announced to run. And Jeb Bush has a mountain to climb to get that nomination in his own party. He's going to face a lot of resistance from the libertarian base, and also from the more right-wing conservative Tea Party, and also religious right-wing base. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a Clinton-Bush race again. And also, again, let's not forget that the primary season has barely started. Even Senator or Secretary of State Hillary Clinton is going to face some challenge from the base. People like Elizabeth Warren, senator from Massachusetts, very progressive, she might run. Bernie Sanders, self-described independent democratic socialist of Vermont, he might run. And then Governor Martin O'Malley of Maryland, he might run. And again, the biggest name and the biggest unknown is going to be Vice President Joe Biden. So let's not make any assumptions at all about who is going to be the eventual Democratic or the Republican nominee, especially in the Republican primary, which I think is going to be one of the most interesting Republican primary races and Republican primary debates in generations.
But one thing she has, I mean, she has huge celebrity, but one thing she also has, which no other nominee will have, was she'll be offering 2 for the price of 1. Bill Clinton. She'll be able to tap into that nostalgia for the Bill Clinton era.
Absolutely. A lot of people who like the Clintons or who don't, they have their fair share of concern and criticism. At the same time, admiration for a potential first gentleman, Bill Clinton, or some people who would like to call him first dude, Bill Clinton. So we'll have to see how that's going to work out. But clearly, the Clinton camp and the Clinton machine and the Clinton political group and organization is one of the best and the most savvy in this country. And the Clintons have shown that they are extremely capable and politically savvy political operatives. They got beat by the Obama, Axelrod, David Plouffe sort of campaign in 2008, but they've learned from their mistakes. They also have the backing of President Obama. He was interviewed a couple of nights ago, and he said he thinks Hillary Clinton, would make a great president. She was an excellent, outstanding Secretary of State, and he appreciated all her support during his campaign. So I think you do get that 2-for-1 thing, but again, some Americans will be uncomfortable with these sorts of legacy presidencies, 2 Bushes. And in case there's another Bush-Clinton campaign, sort of a runoff, a lot of Americans, some Republican, some Democrat, and some independents, may be a little uneasy with these sort of dynasty presidencies.
Exactly. Arash Aramesh, thank you very much for your analysis. Good to talk to you.